the importance of value streams for continuous flow. How do we go about identifying and validating value streams and arts? To begin with, at what point in time, if your company has strategically decided to implement Scaled Agile Framework, aka SAFE, at what point in time should you go about identifying value streams? The first thing, if you look at the SAFE implementation roadmap over here, you can see that this is the point where, let's say, you have already decided to do SAFE as an organization. You have the Lean Agile Center of Excellence established, which is the change leadership team or change management team. There are some SPCs on board. The senior executive or senior management team is trained in SAFE. So you see here, by the time we come to identifying value stream, there is some degree of SAFE knowledge that is now already with your executive management, senior management team, who have a critical role in the process of identifying value stream. They are going to participate, right? And generally, the recommendation is, before you invite stakeholders for a value stream and art identification workshop, we recommend people to go through a leading SAFE class to get them acquainted into some of the SAFE constructs, the framework basics, what is a value stream, so that when they come to this workshop, not everything looks Greek and Latin for them. Okay? I will not call it mandated. I will call it highly recommended. Because when you are here for a cause, it helps if you, talk to a Roman while you are in Rome. It's something like that. We don't want people to feel detached about what's going on. Now, secondly, you may wonder, Mahesh, is this a one-time exercise? Like any transformation or learning is a journey, value stream exercise to me begins one time, but the review, retrospective, and the reflection, refinement is an ongoing journey. So do not think this exercise is a one-time affair. Point number 2, many organizations, enterprises, which have been doing Agile for a while, think, let's say I need to move to scaling. Maybe SAFE can be the most suitable framework for my company. Go about launching arts. But not many of them end up identifying value streams. I'll tell you an example. In one company, when I went in, this train that was launched a month ago, after 1 or 2 sprints down the line, when we were looking at how they were functioning and what's going on in the execution, it was so apparent that on one side, there were multiple product managers steering the train, and the team of teams who were operating as a train had probably, very little to no dependency on each other, and building some applications that were no way meant to work together. And that revelation gave us to the $1 million question: why are you guys ever operating as a train? And you know what we found out? In that construct, yes, they had a value stream by paper, because somebody said before you do art launch, value stream has to be identified. But the way they did value stream was, some leader, a senior development leader, a director level leader told, everybody underneath me belong to one value stream. Because they don't want to have a different way of managing their hierarchies. Please remember, SAFE works on the dual operating system model. Let your org structures and hierarchies remain as is. But when you want to really shift towards a truly outcome-focused organization, a purpose-driven organization, then your value streams is what is going to trigger you to work like a startup, truly customer-centric, truly delivering value to your customers towards the intended cause. How do we go about doing it? First of all, what is the SAFE principle this is aligned with? Organize around value delivery. Just like an agile team is cross-functional, an agile release train is also something which is cross-functional. And value can flow from nook and corner of the company, yes or no? There could be a development people, there can be a quality engineering person, there can be a BA, there can be a UX person, user experience, a database administrator. There can be, any shared services role, platform team. Everybody could be contributing to direct or indirect value delivery for any product you build and support. Yes or no? Nevertheless, when we bring everybody in one network, which is called a value stream, what is our goal? Why are we identifying and organizing around value streams? We want to get rid of project ways of working. Projects may come and go. Form, adjourn. Form, adjourn. We want to get rid of that. Let people remain. Work come to the people. Hey, people, you want to stay longer as one cohesive team. You got to develop your skill sets, abilities, competencies. And we want to minimize handoffs. We want to have quality, a product which is built with quality and optimization as a whole. So if anybody thinks my goal of the transformation is reduce time to market, improve quality of my deliverable, and eventually achieve higher customer satisfaction. Now, the question I would ask you is, how do you know what is the rate of time to market today? Where are you? Where do you want to be? What is the level of quality you are building and delivering today? Where do you want to be? Nobody knows. We say ignorance is bliss. To me, a train without a value stream is like a train that has started from a station, not knowing where it is heading. And this journey, I would call it, although it had begun for you somewhere, God knows where will it end or when will it end, because you have started without a destination. So value streams help you get started with how's the work. Many people say, Mahesh, value stream represents what? Like some people ask me, I am working for an agile team. Can I have a value stream for ourselves? I said, guys, stop thinking about value stream from a team perspective first. Let's talk about, if you want to know where to start, go to your company website, look at your product suite, your service offerings, the solutions that your company can offer to your customer. Start there. Something which your customer is willing to pay for. Start there. Look at product by product, solution by solution, offering by offering. Come backwards. Then you will end up looking at how value streams looks like. But we want to go bottom up, team to value stream. That's going to be not the worth the game to me. So what is a value stream in simple terms? Concept to cash. From the time customer comes to you with a need until you deliver value to the customer, all that you do is represented in a value stream. Does that mean value stream map is a process map? No. Value stream is not process. In lean thinking, if there is one word that is so very integral and very connecting, value, and value aligned to a product or a solution. So how do we discover that value? Where do that value come from? From the trigger, the customer entry point, which is the trigger, you do some steps before you deliver value. Value stream in SAFe are of two types. Remember the buzzword DevOps. The first value stream is called operational value stream, and the second type of value stream is called development value stream. That is why, remember, I gave you the hint word DevOps. Now, how to understand the two types of value stream? In simpler term, all the work is done by the development value stream. especially if you are from a software development organization, then all of you belong to the development value stream. All the work you do, the products and solutions you build, you support, will go underneath a development value stream. Then who is consuming all this work? The products and solutions you are building and delivering, none other than the operational value stream. So you can say this is your BizOps or business operations are getting involved here. For example, let's take an example. Mahesh walks into Bank of America for applying a loan to build a house. I need money to build my house. Yes or no? I submit my loan application. Bank evaluates my application. The underwriters decide on the decision. If the loan is approved, my repayment schedule starts. And after I repaid the loan, I end up closing the loan. Yes or no? This is the classical bank operations. But all the systems and solutions Bank of America needs in order to serve the customer of the bank, which is Mahesh in this example, who's going to build all of that? The technology companies of the world or the IT captive of the bank. Correct? For example, for loan application initiation, there needs to be a system, loan application system. Then for underwriting decision, my individual credit score has to be fetched from a credit rating agency. So there is a system which is going to integrate for that. And then there is a core banking system where all of my details are maintained. My EMI repayment schedule details are tracked over there. And my interaction with the bank, the channels can be through web banking, internet banking, web-based, mobile banking, phone banking, a physical walk-in to the branch, and so on. Yes or no? So you can see in this example, for one operational value stream, which is a loan product for the Bank of America, there are two development value streams. One, which is building the core banking solution, and another value stream, dev value stream, which is building the loan origination system, bringing the customer on board. Able to relate this? The end goal of the customer is one, get me loan. What is value for the bank? When I repay the loan with principal and interest, only then bank makes money, not when the loan is approved. Value for the customer, Mahesh, is loan approved. I am done. Go and build the house. But the bank makes money when the loan is repaid completely. And in order to serve the loan customer or the credit customer, bank sets up one organization called core banking solution, which is built by one development value stream, another development value stream, which is building the loan system. What are the steps in identifying value streams and arts? I will start with the step number 5. Reason is why, guess, eventually the goal for any value stream workshop, identification workshop is what? All work comes to development value stream. Therefore, my end goal of this workshop is to identify development value stream from which I will form Agile Release Trains. Is everybody clear with what's the end goal of this workshop? How do we get there? Start with your ops value stream. Who is the customer? What is their need? We start there. How do you know the value? What will be the value for customer? Value for the bank. Then in order to serve this customer need, what solutions will the bank require? Bank employees require to serve. Then I have identified, let's say, a solution like core banking or loan origination system. Who's going to build and support it? Where do they come from? Where do they exist? How many people are needed to get the job done? And then how do I organize these people so that they can eventually end up doing that work? Because only if they deliver that system, the customer need can be taken forward. Are you all with me? Let's go further down. Now, when we talked about operational value stream, one thing we wanted to tell you is usually any organization or most companies, in our experience, your ops value stream can broadly be fit into 4 categories. One which is called a fulfillment value stream. Example of a fulfillment, go to Amazon, order anything out there on the planet. Amazon will manufacture nothing. They will just procure from you, give it to the customer and make money in the process. Correct? That is fulfillment. But you go to Ford, they can give you a car. And in order to build the car, they have a manufacturing value stream. What is the end deliverable here? A vehicle or a car, which is a manufacturing value stream. Then you come to a technology organization in order to build a software product custom made for you, like a ERP implementation. You go to SAP and say, we are planning to go for ERP. Can you come and help us out? They will build you a custom product, yes or no? Come and install that product in your office. That is a software product value stream. The other example is one that we saw: fulfillment, manufacturing, and software product. The last example is supporting value stream. Mahesh, I have support functions, HR, finance, legal, people who write contracts. What about them? My finance team or the auditing team, their deliverable is they ensure my company is compliant with law of the land. They deliver audited financial statements year over year. That's their deliverable. And do you need that company audit and tax audit? Of course, yes. So people who support those type of work, we call them as supporting value streams. See, they are not directly adding value to the core business, but they are enabling the core business, supporting the core business. In my experience, what I will recommend all of you is one major hurdle that many people mess up in the value stream identification is combine manufacturing a product with the sales and marketing effort needed in order to take that product to the hands of the customer. Don't do that. Manufacturing a product and selling a product are completely different activities. Yes or no? Likewise, I want to manufacture a car, but I'm going to probably do some R&D to come up with a completely new model of a car. What type of car I'm going to manufacture is yet to be decided. Will that be a different work or not? That's a research, exclusive R&D work to come up with a new car. But once you have identified that, the process of manufacturing a car in your assembly line, that is more or less same. So do not try to combine multiple things all in one bucket while you go about identifying value streams. That's the trap number 1 to be avoided. Practical tips. Next, large companies will often have many ops value stream. Take the banking industry, for example. It appears that the way they see their value stream as horizontal. For every line of business or services they provide, they think their value stream works like this: row by row, horizontal by horizontal. But the real fact of the matter is value streams work vertically. If you want to take loan from a bank, there will be a front-end customer serving officer. Then there will be a back-end team once the repayment and thing will be done. There is going to be an underwriting team. Once EMI payment starts, people who are going to default, they have to have a system to take care of that. So you see how one product called loan under consumer banking has so many lines of businesses who have to work across. Value streams look like this. While companies tend to think value flows from left to right, in reality, it actually flows from top to bottom, not left to right. Now, how do we get started to identify value streams? Ask yourself some of these questions. I told you, start with your website if you don't know where to start. Look at your company menu card. Like if you go to a hotel, you ask for menu card. Likewise, go to the company. What products do we have? Who are the users of that? Who is the customer? Are they internal, external, or both? And for that customer, what products do we have that we can sell, we can support, or we can market? And what solutions do you provide for internal users there? What triggers or what is the need? Trigger means what is the customer need? For example, I need money to build the house. And what value customer will perceive you deliver approved home loan within 7 working days? Guaranteed home loan approved in 7 days, terms and conditions apply. If you submit all this, yes, please.
Yeah, just one thing to add. So I've gone through this, so I know this. So when I was doing my SPC, I fell in love with this last question. So what value do your customers perceive you deliver? And this is one of the most important things to take care when you're creating this value stream, or you're also working for your customers. The one thing that the value that you're giving is the loans, but the actual value is you are actually enabling your customer to have his dream fulfilled of having a loan. So the perceived value is the dream that
dream is not the loan. Dream is the house.
No, it's not the loan. The dream is ability to build your own house. So that is the end perceived value for your customer. So I really like this question a lot.
And it also helps you think, if you are a Bank of America, why should customer come to you? When there are hundreds of banks, why they should pick up you? Something for us to reflect upon. Once you have done this step, then where do we move forward with? We go for let's say take an example and do a example value stream identification. Okay. What I'm thinking here is I'll probably show you a real-time example. If you can, here you can see this example where this particular team, if you see, for example, let's start with their operational value stream first. Okay. So here, I hope my screen is visible and I can also help you do the reading here. The first thing you can see here is the operational value stream steps. The example they have taken is the example that comes from it's not an e-commerce example. You can see that this example is more from a industry which is into
energy company.
Correct. So this company is focusing on the outage management. And you can see the purpose here is it's an end-to-end operations that power plants gets into when there is an outage to restoring the service. It's like power generation plant, right? The customer is the industrial units and general public. What triggers the value stream when there is a power outage? What is the value for the customer? Restoring the power. And value for the enterprise here is restoration of services with satisfactory level of the customer, and the business is able to continue. Now you can see here the steps in the operational part. There is a power outage, then there is a notification, then that probably we do a cost impact analysis of the outage, and then there is an incident raised. There is a problem identified for that incident. What's the root cause? And then once we have done some troubleshooting that is assigned to the team, then the problem is rectified. And then there are, before we do the restoration, we do a sanity check. Is the flow clear so far? This is a complete, when there is a power outage, how you end up restoring the power. For this, you can see there is multiple technology, or product solutions that are being built and supported. One which is called outage alarm systems. Then there is an outage management system. There is an incident management system, cost and analytics management to do a risk reward analysis. And then how many people are needed in order to develop and support each of these systems? So 75 people from Bangalore, 75 from Pune, 50 from Turkey. For each system, you do the people needed to get the job done, both from development and support perspective. Then how many development value streams are we going to have? So what you see here is, for this goal, there are three, each box represents one development value stream. So you can see that there is a box development value stream 1, 2, 3, and the overall incident management is taken care of by one value stream. And this incident management system has two trains. One, which is going to be focusing on, let's say, 35, 45, 20 people. The reason, we are split into multiple trains is each train is technically no more than 50 to 125 or 150 people. So beyond that number, we logically split into two trains. And whenever you split multiple trains, we try to ensure trains can function autonomously or as independently as they can. And their cadence, meaning if you do 2 weeks iteration and a 10 weeks PI, that cycle is also synchronized with other trains within the incident management value stream. And then here you have 3 arts. One, you can call it one art as Oasis, another art as analytics, another art also as outage management system or solution. 3 trains over here. Let me scroll down and show you how the dev value streams looks like. Just have a look at this. So one development value stream, which is going to take care of the initial outage thing. Then we do a analytics platform value stream with 1 train. Then outage management with 2 trains and incident management with 3 trains. This is the end goal you may want to reach for this workshop. Let me show you one more example. And then we should be good to go. This example will be easy to correlate because this is what I call a e-commerce example, which most of you probably will find it easier to remember. So the product here is customer wants to buy any online product. Let's say they are talking about elderly customer who are looking for buying a cosmetics product from Amazon. What is the value? Products received at your doorstep, money received by Amazon is the value for Amazon. Now what happens here? You come with a need to buy a cosmetic product. I onboard the customer either through Amazon app or Amazon website, and then I let you browse products, pick up a product, add it to the shopping cart, check out, make the payment, then the shipping is taken care of, product delivered to the customer. And for each of them, you can see, for example, customer onboarding, there is a CRM for that. Their browsing there is a cart from where your product inventory is managed. I call that as a inventory and cart management system. Then I call order processing system, payment processing system, and then have for each unit have people represented. So if you see the end result of this kind of a value stream, there is one which is taking care of the front end customer onboarding, one that is taking care of the inventory management or order management, and another value stream which focuses on the payment processing and payment management. And each of them have at least one train each. So we have shown you one order fulfillment example, and we have also shown you one. This is not the other example that I showed you. What kind of an example it is? Is it a fulfillment value stream, manufacturing value stream, a software product value stream, or a supporting value stream? I see that as a supporting value stream, the one that I showed you previously. You see that here?
Yep.
Let me pause here. I think we have 15 more minutes. Let me pause here and take your questions. Is that good enough, Sharath? A good introduction about value streams?
Definitely, yes. So if the participants do not have much more questions, we can maybe bring up some of the practical exposure to them and talk about any pitfalls that we run into while identifying the value streams. But if the participants have the questions, so we could probably take questions. And I see Ajinkya has question.
Yes, Ajinkya.
Yeah, Mahesh, I'm not sure if you're going to cover that, but because I just heard Sharath talking about it. I wanted to know that when the brainstorming session happens while identifying this value streams, or rather operational value streams. So what are the challenges generally that, many times people don't know their own operational value stream, and how do you go about identifying them?
Yeah. The first of all, this exercise needs a seasoned SPC or an SPCT who is competent enough to lead and facilitate the whole process. Point number one. It's not that we are recommending you to go for a certification program. For any job, you need the skill. Let's be very candid about it, right?
Yes.
And this exercise is so very taxing on brain and also the heart that for many companies, what exactly is a value stream, where do we start, where do we end, is a Himalayan exercise. While I told you that if you have a seasoned consultant or a coach on board, they will do adequate pre-workshop preparation to bring the needed inputs into the room, and at least this person should have done some groundwork to ask the right questions, sometimes even to understand the right people in the room. Without the right people in the room, believe it or not, nothing is going to work. So I have seen many value stream workshop, you ask a question, no, this person is not there. Then why are we here?
Absolutely.
So having a good person to me will help you do the leading safe class, bring you into the preparation for the workshop, do the workshop. And once the workshop is done, kick off ARC launch preparation.
Sure.
Any other questions for any others in the room?
Maybe follow-up question for Ajinkya. So I'm not sure if it's going to be an exhaustive list, but who are the important players that we have to consider to have in the value stream identification? I mean, it could be exhaustive, but top of the mind, mandatory, important, something like that.
Sure. Often I call, there needs to be a product leadership representation. If you talk a product development company, they will have an engineering / technology leadership who takes care of the development management, delivery management. And likewise, you also need a product authority who takes care of the product management area. If you have architects, they will be needed on, especially where you need platform services. You also need architects community, system architects, solution architects over here. To me, who can facilitate a member of the LACE, the Lean Agile Center of Excellence, somebody who is an SPC or a SPCT, probably an integral member of the LACE in your organization, will be better equipped to run this session. Who can assist the LACE? Often the VMO, we call it Value Management Office. They can assist the LACE in running this exercise, because to me, I often have noticed that VMO is a highly networking team. They know in and out of people in the organization. Like imagine your very veteran program management office in your company. They know many people out there. So if you run into any impediment, they know who can come to the rescue, who should be here, who should not be here. They will be able to also guide you there.
Understood. Thank you, Mahesh. That answers my question. Team, any more questions around the value stream identification?
Any specific reason why any organization or any team will go for safe? Any specific reason we have?
So when it comes to safe, Manoranjan, if you're here.
Yes, I am.
I won't directly answer the question on why safe, because that answer is very much there in the framework site. Maybe I'll also bring up that slide there. But to me, the secret sauce is not what path you pick up. To me, you want to, go from a place A to place B, whether I want to drive by my own car or I want to take a train or I want to go by something else. That mode of transport can be anything, but the destination is same. Safe, I see that as a mode of transport. It's a medium that enables you to reach your destination. If you are clear where are you heading, as long as the agile principles you work on are common across any framework, whether it is Scrum, whether it is Safe, Agile Manifesto and 12 principles, align every framework out there. Focus on the goal, path is just incidental to me.
Mahesh, that's what I want to know from you exactly. When we suggest some organization or some team to go for safe and go for for others, there are a couple of reasons. Even some people still they are working for PMI, ACP, PNB. So that, but I am not fully convinced what you are telling. That medium is okay. Everything is medium. PNB is also medium. CSM Scrum Alliance is also medium.
See, while there is, of course, an answer that I've given you on your chat, Manoranjan, okay. I will stick on to the fundamental question. what's the problem you are trying to solve. Why do you want to bring about an enterprise scale transformation in your organization that you are working for? What is the motivator for doing any change? And start there. Once you have a solid answer for that, then figure out which mode you want to go. You want to go via Scrum, you want to go via Safe, you want to do Nexus, Spotify, and believe me, all frameworks have one common denominator in common, which is nothing but agile principles.
Yes, I agree.
That is why I feel, while Safe has been the world's most leading scaling framework, picked up by more than half of the Fortune 500 companies, which is a proven model because Safe gives you enough clarity from strategy to execution perspective, unlike most other frameworks which have not given you the needed guidance. But does that mean everybody should go Safe? That's not what I'm here to advocate for. You tell us what problem you go through, and then the path will be obvious. Believe it or not, if there is a leadership buy-in, Manoranjan, any framework will sail in your organization. And there's a shared understanding on why are we doing, what are we doing. If there is no alignment and you bring Safe or Scrum or anything for that matter, nothing will work.
Yeah, thank you, Mahesh.
And you can see Safe has more than 10 lakhs or 1 million practitioners, more than 20,000 enterprises who have already adapted Safe. And in many enterprise transformation, research shows 70% of transformation fail because they were not able to scale and sustain. They were not sure where to go next. So you can see the list of companies that have adapted Safe, what's the path they have adapted. And then you asked a fundamental question, why Safe? What companies will get by choosing Safe? I think you have some answers from here that you can pick in.
Great. Thank you, Mahesh. I think that's good on that question. We would like to take more questions, which is more relevant on the value stream identification right now, if you guys have any. You guys have an opportunity with SPCT, guys. It's not someone who usually find. So please use the opportunity if you guys have any questions. Anshuma.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Yeah, my name is Idris. So I just want to know, what role does the Scrum Master play in a safe environment for the value stream?
In a value stream workshop, I wonder whether the Scrum Master will be needed in the first place.
Okay.
Maybe you assist the facilitator if they need you. That's definitely possible. But should a Scrum Master be mandatorily present? They will not even know how, they would, in very all probability, the trains would have not been formed by the time you do the value stream workshop. So where is the question of Scrum Masters coming there? Okay. Point number 2, in a safe enterprise, the role of the Scrum Master is evolving. Whatever you were doing already with, a team level Scrum adoption, all that will continue, plus some added responsibilities coming your way, where you got to stay in sync with other teams which are part of the train. And ensure that together you are working for delivering your product. That's where I see the role of the Scrum Master. If you need more information, I'll definitely encourage you to consider pursuing a safe Scrum Master program. The reason is we do Scrum in the context of safe. So what is going to continue? What are some added things coming your way? You need to be mindful about it.
Okay. Thank you. That's very insightful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Ajis. Any more questions, guys, related to the topic today on the value stream identification? You have time
I've
for
also
maybe.
given you a reading link for a safe Scrum Master.
Mhm. Yep. We have time for one question, guys. One last question, and we'll be done for today. Okay, so if there's no other questions, then I think we are good to go, Mahesh.
Thank you very
so
much for inviting me, Sharath. I hope the session was informative.
The session was wonderful. I really enjoyed it, and I hope the other participants have enjoyed too. I see thumbs up there. Thank you so much for your time today, and other folks, thank you so much. And it's a weekday. You're here to learn, and I appreciate your learning, wanting to learn the SAFe. And we'll be here with more webinars as we go forward. If you're interested in certifications or anything, just respond to the email that you got through or place. Or you can always visit our website on www.agilefever.com. And we are happy to help you with any kind of certs or knowledge that you're looking for in the project management area, guys. Thank you all. Thank you, Mahesh. Again, really appreciate your time.
Mahesh, I would like to connect with you on LinkedIn. I'll send you a request. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Sharath, if you can also put in my LinkedIn profile for people, whoever wants to follow up, etc.
Right. Just, yeah, definitely. Let me go ahead and put a couple of links in there. One would be LinkedIn.
And folks, if you are looking for any value stream workshop help, facilitation of that sort, please feel free to reach out through Sharath or myself. We will be able to help you out in taking you through the journey.
Yep.
My name is Mahesh Vardarajan. I probably put it there for you on the
I've
chat.
added Mahesh, you as a speaker, and people can see you as a speaker on the event if you go to the event. But then Mahesh link is there. And then if you would like to follow us on LinkedIn for more webinars, this is our company link. We put that here. So it's basically linkedin.com. You'll find us there. So yeah, any questions, please route us on the website or.
Thank you, Ajinkya and others. Good questions and good session. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The recording will be shared to every participant and everyone who is registered for this webinar, not just the attendees. Harshita. Okay. Thank you, guys. Then have a good one, everyone. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate Mahesh your time. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks, Sharath. Thanks, Mahesh. Bye-bye.